acknowledge my past, try to use it against me. You never win. I'm okay with my faults and my flaws, but I'm still a cold motherfucker. I give myself the applause. I love who I am like I'm a meat connoisseur. When I look in the mirror, I think I wouldn't change a thing about her. Okay, so I really don't care about your opinion of me. I take that back, but only if it's making me money. I know I'm not perfect, but I'm comfy in this skin. I acknowledge my past, try to use it against me. You never win. I'm okay with my faults and my flaws, but I'm still a cold motherfucker. I give myself the applause. I love who I am like I'm a meat connoisseur. When I look in the mirror, I think I wouldn't change a thing about her. Okay, so I really don't care about your opinion of me. I take that back, but only if it's making me money. I know I'm not perfect, but I'm comfy in this skin. I acknowledge my past, try to use it against me. You never win. I'm okay with my faults and my flaws, but I'm still a cold motherfucker. I give myself the applause. I love who I am like I'm a meat connoisseur. When I look in the mirror, I think I wouldn't change a thing about her. Okay, so I really don't care about your opinion of me. I take that back, but only if it's making me money. I know I'm not perfect, but I'm comfy in this skin. I acknowledge my past, try to use it against me. You never win. I'm okay with my faults and my flaws, but I'm still a cold motherfucker. I give myself the applause. I love who I am like I'm a meat connoisseur. When I look in the mirror, I think I wouldn't change a thing about her.
Where did this energy come from? Where did this energy come from? Yeah. Where did this energy come from? Where did this energy come from? Yeah. Where did this energy come from? Where did this energy come from? Yeah.
Energy coming from the cosmos. Knowledge of yourself is the key for lost souls. Too many perish from it. I be like Fred Sanford, calling you a big dummy. You got big money, so what? Who cares? Currency is energy, it's all something we have. However, back to the basics. This vibe is too high for you to try and take it.
Where did this energy come from? Where did this energy come from? Yeah. Where did this energy come from? This frequency. Where did this energy come from? Yeah. These vibes are high. This energy, this frequency makes you feel crazy. These vibes so right, make you feel so free. This frequency, this energy. Where did this energy come from? Where did this energy come from? Yeah. Where did this energy come from? Where did this energy come from?
What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? Good evening. Good evening. Thank y'all so much for tuning in tonight to Women Wednesdays.
Yes.
I'm gonna throw up this disclaimer in a minute. So we're talking about what's going on in the city. Youth tonight. I be trying to be messy too. I be having a little messy shit to talk about too, but I'm trying to debate if I'm a. Oh yeah, so I do want to talk about this. Okay, so I was on another podcast today. Wyatt Live, that's my boy. That's my family. I love me some Wyatt. So I was on his podcast because he's one of my favorite podcasts. So I was on there tuning in. And it's this guy on there, he's disrespectful to the women, like black women. Like, he's just so disrespectful.
And he black?
Yeah, he's a black man. But he got a white woman. He got a white woman.
Is that the young man that got dreads?
Yep. The one,
yeah.
Yep.
And he tall. He claims I'm the prize basically. I'm 6'4". Yeah.
He the one got on. No, not he. The one that he from Cincinnati though or something. I don't know.
Is he?
I don't know where he from.
Oh, okay.
But he was mad because Wyatt said, you be disrespecting the women, the black women or whatever. He said it was just the black women. And I said, is this the one with the white woman?
Right.
I said, if this the one with the white woman, I said he a sellout anyway because he ain't even dating his own race. Even though I love white people, you know what I'm saying? It ain't got nothing to do with that. I just ain't dating outside of my race.
Right.
So I said, you would sell out and you got mama issues. And the only reason why I said that because he be disrespectful to us.
Right.
Now, it wouldn't matter who he dating if he wasn't so disrespectful to us. He was disrespectful to us.
And that's because he's what's the word? It was on the tip of my tongue. Oh. It's on the tip of my tongue. Insecure, yeah. He insecure of himself. That's the reason why he date outside his race. Because probably when he was younger, he probably was going through an ugly duckling stage, and then no girls like him. So he started.
We don't want him anyway.
That's what. But really, to be honest with you, that's what most guys they go to that ugly duckling stage, and they don't want to date no black woman because he got dogged in high school.
Yep, I know people like that.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people that say that's why they. But anyway. So he got to saying, if you got more than 2 baby daddies, you a hoe. You got bastards. I mean, he started going in like I got.
Wow.
He said you a hoe. You got more than 2 baby daddies. Then he was like, why you worried about who I'm having sex with when you married and all this? And I'm like, I didn't say nothing about sex or nothing. Like all I said was you a sellout and you got mama issues.
Right.
Because of what was said. You get what I'm saying? So I guess he took that offensive. So he was like going back and forth and saying that I was, well, not me, but because I didn't take it like that because it ain't me. So I was like, and then he said, why you worried about who I'm having sex with when you married? I said, I don't give a fuck if you having sex with a horse, a dog, or a cat. I could care the fuck less. That ain't what that was the last thing on my mind. I just know you be being disrespectful to my ladies. You get what I'm saying? So, but he just kept saying dumb shit. But like I told him, if the shoe fit, wear it because you got mad. Right. For a reason. You got salty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It pierced his heart.
And just know, brother, when your girl get mad at you, you all kind of niggas to her. Right. Just know that.
And better hope she don't kill them because there's too many of them killing them.
She might not say it to you, but trust and believe she thinking it. Why you think you got something special? Viewer discretion.
Disclaimer for Day-to-Day Podcast. The opinions, submissions, and topics discussed on the Day-to-Day Podcast are solely those of the individuals expressing them. They do not reflect the brand integrity of Day-to-Day, and the brand does not persuade or influence anyone's perspective. This podcast is intended for a mature audience only. Please be advised that participation in any topic discussed on the podcast may lead to your perspective being respectfully challenged. However, it will never be addressed personally. We do not tolerate any disrespect or personal attacks during discussions. Furthermore, we reserve our rights without prejudice or recourse. Parental advisory is encouraged for all listeners. Thank you for watching.
And we back. And shout out to my girl Crystal. Shout out to
Els that's not here tonight. We hope you feel better, babe. And shout out to Tamar Tafari in the building, of course. And
Salute.
salute. So before we get, well, this is got something to do with the topic a little bit, but this is my girl Skinny. She made a post today, and I just wanted to read it. It says, let me bring it up real quick. It says, have you ever thought about parenting classes? Why or why not? I took them years ago, and I'm glad I did. Everything is about balance. We all want to give our kids the things that we didn't have or do. Clearly, we're living in different times. It's okay to say no. You can't go all the time. It's like to parties or whatever. It's okay to say no. You say you need to get a job. If they work, it's okay to make them buy what they need and also a few household items. Are we scared of our children? Or she said kids, but it's children. Are we scared to say no? Are we scared to have them mad at us? So many questions. So that was what she posted. And I wanted to talk about that because I think that nowadays parents do act like they scared of their kids or they can't say no.
They ain't acting.
They scared.
They scared.
They scared of their kids, but one thing they scared of the system coming in their business. Because there's a lot of kids that threaten 241 kids.
Yeah, because you know back
and once they get in your business, they take you through a lot.
And they take their children.
Right.
And it takes
and if you a working parent, you don't got time to be going back and forth to court.
So they
scared.
I don't know.
Yeah, and then there's a lot of them still trying to be they kids' friend.
It's variable. She's naming the variable.
Yeah.
It's variable.
They're trying to be their friend. They scared of 241 kids. They scared of the kids, period. You know, especially when they standing tall and over them. I wish mine would. Okay, but let me come back.
Well, hey Sandy, what's going on with you? What's good? I'm gonna read your comment in a second. I like. Let me put it up though.
And I will say, you know, I want to say this too. A lot of parents are using what happened to them. And I don't know if they mixed up in the head or if they actually feel this way. Yeah. But they feel like they were abused. So they want to gentle parent their kids. And they don't know that gentle parent is turning them into some assholes.
It's variables, like you said. you naming them.
You know, these kids is off the hook from that gentle parenting shit. And I tell parents in a minute, if you got multiple kids, you got to learn each and every last one of your children. You might have one kid that you can talk to. Then you might have another kid that you got to put that foot up in their ass so far, it's coming out their tonsils. You feel what I'm saying? Thank you. But these parents, I just want to talk. We're friends. No, you could never be your child's friend.
I know people that say that they 2-year-olds they best friend. This my best friend, or they 5-year-old is my best friend. This my best friend. I've never understood that. No, you know, I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with
being close.
You want to be close to your child, but you calling your child your best friend is kind of like not parenting in a little sense. Yeah, because. How could your child at 5 or 6 be your best friend? Now, I can see when y'all become adults. When, like, I could say, like, my mama, my close friend, but I don't tell my mama stuff and certain stuff because I just don't. That's my mama. Like, I'm not going to, I know how she is. Like, I'm not going to, I couldn't say, like, that's just my best friend. I can tell her everything. I wouldn't do that with my mom, but I can say that she is like a friend to me now as me being an adult. Right. But she's still my mom. I got a limit. Right. I still got a limit with her. Like, I can't do, like, you know what I'm saying? So
it's boundaries.
Yeah. So for people to say that these little kids is their best friends is kind of weird to me. When I hear people saying that, there's a lot of people I know that say, this is my best friend. My daughter is my best friend. And I hear that a lot. I see it a lot. Their children are their best friends. But I don't see how that child can be your best friend if you're disciplining them. You don't discipline your best friend if you making them go to bed at a certain time. You making sure they got schedules. You taking them to school. You paying for their clothes. You doing everything for this child. How is that your best friend? That's what you do for your best friend too. I think that's a little weird for people to say that. That's just my opinion.
Right.
And like I said, everybody's opinions is their opinions.
Right.
So I just think it's weird for people.
Cindy said she said, good question. Most parents won't listen to guidance because they think they already know about being a parent. That's good right there.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people that they don't listen because maybe that person that's probably telling them never had kids, or they feel like she just said, they feel like, oh, I know everything about my kid. You can't tell me nothing about mine. And yeah, sometimes that's where that village come in. You know,
And I think, I'm gonna say that I know from experience is that we had a lot of this generation. They don't have grandmothers and great grandmothers and fathers around, so they are missing key components when it comes to helping helping us and helping my children raise their children. So it's like a missing link. And a lot of people have had children at very young ages, like me. It's babies having babies. So you really don't have the experience. Even some older people, they don't have the mentality, they don't have the intelligence, they don't have the maturity, and they don't have the experience of raising and nurturing children. Right. So what we do as a collective, as a society, we take what we learned from our parents. We take some of the things that we learned from our parents. We use, I call it a recipe. Right. We take some of the things that we, learned from our parents. We use common sense. Some of us use common sense.
What's up, Cancer?
We do trial and error. We learn as we go along. Right. Because we don't have an institution, we don't have a school, and we really don't have the church to help us guide and help us raise our children. Right. That's what the churches are supposed to be for. That's what the schools are supposed to be for. The boys and girl clubs, the recreation centers. Right. We don't have, which is the village. Right. We had home economics in school. We don't have none of that. So it's like we are kind of failing internally inside the household and failing outside the household with these children. Right. We got drugs, we got alcohol, we got video games, we got music. We got so much negative stuff that is basically distracting our children from becoming, great people. Not to mention, everything starts with the parents. It's you got to fix yourself first. Fix yourself, then go fix the children. Right. Because if you ain't fixed, they gonna do just like how we doing. They gonna learn the streets, learn how to take care of themselves by trial and error. Because they ain't got nobody teaching them and guiding them. Right. So and then in this day and time, it's crazy. That's why so much crime. Right. These children are robbing, they are murdering, they are raping, they are drug addicts. Not all of them, but half of them. And half is, that's, not to mention we going through a spiritual shifting. It's something that's taking place in the planet, and it's taking place with us as a people. We going through a spiritual purging. Right. A spiritual cleansing. This shit has to happen. It's gonna happen. It is happening. So what do you do to protect yourself? What do you do to protect your children? These children is out at night. I was out the other night. It was 10:30 at night, and this kids is 10 and 11 years old.
That should be in the house in the bed.
And I'm like, where's the parents at? Right. So it does need to be a curfew.
And Crystal said a lot of these parents are the problem.
Yes, they are. There needs to be a curfew around this country. Yeah. To have these children off the street, because our curfew was when the street lights came on.
Ooh,
that was the curfew.
I used to book my tail home.
My mama used to. As soon as the sun came down, I used to run to the house, be there until she go to sleep.
And then I leave. Guidance. It's no order.
I sneak out.
That's messed up.
And as long as the adults, the grown
So
folks
what
ain't
my
got
mama
their
thought?
shit together, the children gonna run amok. They're gonna
Right.
run wild. You know, you can't even go in the store without hearing all this foul language coming
Right.
out their mouth.
But I hate to blame it on certain things, but if
It
y'all
ain't no blame. It's just taking responsibility and pointing out, like you were just
Right.
sitting here, you pointed
But
out all those variables
y'all-
on why this shit is going down.
have y'all recognized when we were growing up? Tamar, you a little bit older than us. You had video games. You had Atari.
No, I didn't have that.
You didn't have
I was
Atari?
born in the 60s, baby.
Atari? When did Atari come out?
In the,
I don't know
I think
nothing
in the,
about
like
Atari,
in
so
the
now.
80s, late
the
70s, 80s.
Okay, because I had Atari.
No, we didn't have video games in the
We
60s.
had, but y'all had the ping pong. You know, y'all went to
Yeah,
the
we
game
had ping
room.
pong. And,
Okay,
we had
so-
the manual stuff, no
Right.
electronics.
But what my point that I'm
Don't
trying
be
to
telling my
no,
age.
but I'm serious though. But my point that I'm trying to make is
I'm just kidding.
I want to go on the video games, y'all. If you remember,
Yeah, it's bad.
ping pong,
Yeah, we had
Pac-Man,
that. Well, I-
Atari, you know,
right.
the different
Yeah.
games. It was cute games.
Educational too, and
Right.
they help you build your stamina, your equilibrium.
Right.
It was
So these games now, what is it called?
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, Street. What's
Uh,
that one where they rob and
Right, it's,
take the car?
Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto. Oh my God!
Grand
I
Theft
sat
Auto.
there and
Look,
watched that
right
game,
here,
and I was
and
like,
I'm guilty.
And rape. They
I am
they
guilty.
rape and
'Cause
everything
I
on
bought,
there.
Right.
I bought that game for my sons. I'm guilty of that.
Did
And
you?
at the time, it was in the late 80s, early 90s. I didn't know that the game was that violent until one day
you
my
sat
son
there.
was playing it, and I'm like, what the cussing, and it's a hoe on the street and a
Right.
prostitute,
Yeah.
and they trying to keep.
Right.
I said, what did I do?
But
Oh, and it's that other game.
what other one?
It's the other one, the shooting one. What is it called?
Where they be flying in the air and stuff? I started
Y'all
playing.
know what it is. What is it called?
Is it Mortal Kombat?
It ain't Mortal Kombat.
They know what it is. Somebody know what it is. Tell me what that game is with that.
But
shooting
if y'all pay attention to the news with the young folks,
Mhm.
the point that I'm making, they doing exactly what they be playing in them games.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's all an agenda.
And they think that they gonna get away because the game you get away,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't get away.
Ain't that deep?
If you pay attention to these news, I'm like, these kids is doing what this game be doing, and that's
I got the
truly
name of it on the top of my.
that's deep as hell, y'all.
Oh, he said Grand Theft Auto. Smooth approach.
That's
Smooth
what
He
it's called.
said community is broken, but we can repair. And then let me see what else he said. Soul vision. I don't know what that means, but I know what you. I think I know
Oh,
what
is
you
that the
said.
game?
Smooth approach. Is that a game?
It's
Hi,
called-
Crystal. So I had an Atari. Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, we said Grand Theft Auto. He said Part 6 is out in November.
Oh,
So
Lord.
you be playing it. What is that game? Fortnite.
Yes,
Fortnite. That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for.
Fortnite.
It's
That's
called
it.
Fortnite. Smooth approach. Thank you. Fortnite. Let me say, these kids are so hooked on these games that they're killing their parents.
Yes.
Because their parents
Killing
is
each other.
taking it away from them.
Mhm.
Like my boys, they be at home and they be punching the thing and be messing their little hands up, and because they get mad and will punch the remote
Right.
controls and do all of that. That shit is expensive. Like,
Right.
why would y'all do that? So
Right.
Because it's a psychosis. It's way deeper than we can imagine. This shit is psychotic,
Mhm.
and it's an agenda
oh,
to
it's a
create
game.
to create psychosis in the brains
Right.
of these children. That's why it's so much shooting, so
It's-
much robbing.
Baby, it's time to take
I ain't
that
never
stuff
heard of
away.
that game.
It's a lot going on behind these video games and this music.
Mhm.
This shit is demonic.
It is, and I was
No.
just about to say that about the music. The music too.
Mhm.
It's the music. They always say, "Don't blame it on the music." Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
music.
it's-
Because I'm gonna be honest.
it's
Like I would
variables.
listen to like Master P.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? That No Limit Soldier.
Right.
I thought I told you. No Limit Soldier. I get hyped. Ooh, I be like, No Limit Soldier. I thought I told you. No Limit. So imagine if, and I'm an adult. I ain't drinking shit. I ain't doing nothing. But when I hear it, it just do something to me.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. It gets you like,
it's a sound frequency. It's a hertz.
Yeah.
And they did something to the frequency of music to create sound to affect the brain waves in our children.
Right.
This shit it's real deep. Matter of fact, I got a link where this brother is breaking down the hertz frequency, the sound frequency, where they changed it from, I think it was 808, even when it comes to music, R&B music, beats and raps, but they did a whole agenda on changing the frequency of the music.
Right.
That's where our people, our children, they're really going, nuts. It's
what's that one that one big guy to be like, what's his name?
The big guy.
Yeah, what's that song? Because they get me hyped too.
That do too.
It make you want to like smack the shit out of somebody.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I'm just saying it do. So imagine the kids.
Right.
I'm an adult and I'm admitting that certain songs
get me hyped.
That one song, fuck you. Everybody be in a motherfucking club, man, and everybody. Fuck you. You get what I'm saying? So all that shit it makes.
And then you put alcohol to it, and you put the trees to it.
Yes, or pills or whatever somebody take it. Imagine that.
And then you doing all that, and you step on somebody's toes, and then boom, they're gonna fight. Hey, Martin looking like,
Some brother just got killed in Dayton because a fight broke out in the club, and it spilled from the club to outside, and somebody got to shooting and shot an innocent person. Well, we know that this is happening. Right. This is happening frequently.
Yeah.
And she got up there. The caption was causing the rise in youth crime and violence across our cities. Share your thoughts. And I wrote a few statements down, and I sent them to Hodge earlier today.
Yeah, I got I was just about to get in those. Okay. I got those. Okay. I got it. Okay. You talking about what you sent me earlier, right? Yeah, I got it. I'm on that right now, right here. So Tamar has sent me some stuff, and
he said Master P.
It's like voodoo. Like that shit get you hype. What's that one dude named Big? He say Big King Dub. What did he say, Big? What is? Did he come through like?
He come through like a
man. What is?
He come through the city and he real big.
Yeah. What the? Yeah. Look that up.
I gotta look it up.
Look it up. That get me hyped too. Right. All right. So you had sent me the questions about the parenting and are you? You could read the stuff that you put. What's causing? Okay, this is what you put. What's causing major crime, violence from our youth across our cities? Lack of parenting skills, no spiritual upbringing and guidance, lack of healthy diets, broken homes, broken systems, poverty, drugs, horrible education system. This is what Tamar sent me. All that, and it's so deep that she said that because that is Man, I mean, that is the truth. And the one that you said when you say the lack of health diets, you think that the health and the food also got something to do with it?
Yeah, because when I grew up, which was 60-something years ago, the food was a lot more healthier, even the animals, We ate a lot of different animals when we were children. We ate turkey and pork and beef, and we ate squirrel, we ate deer, we ate rabbit, we ate turtle. We ate a lot of animals when we were children. We ate vegetables too. We ate, ate fruit, we ate starches. And a lot of our elders, they lived to be 80, 90, and 100 years old. We barely making it past 40 and 50. And it's because of the food.
Yeah.
So the thing is to everything starts in your mind. It's about your thinking and your thought process.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the sickness, it comes from food, but it comes from your thought pattern as well.
Mm-hmm.
It comes from stress. It comes from not really knowing what the body is comprised of. We don't even know the human anatomy. A lot of us don't know where our liver at, our pancreas.
Right.
A lot of women don't know nothing about the female anatomy. A lot of men don't even know nothing about the male anatomy. So it's not that in the Bible it said that my people perish from the lack of knowledge. They perish from the lack of knowledge of self, because we don't know about self. So until we can tap into self individually, we can save our children. But you got to save yourself first. You can't save something or save somebody when you're not saved.
Right.
And when I say save, I mean tapping into your spiritual higher self. These children have to have some sort of relationship with God. And when I say God, some people, they acknowledge Allah, they acknowledge Jah, they acknowledge Jesus, they acknowledge
Yahweh.
Something that's outside of them, that's spiritual, but that spiritual God, it dwells within yourself. That spirit dwells within yourself, and they have no clue about any spirituality. Not all of them, but some of them. Some of them are in church. Religion, I think religion, it steers our people in the opposite direction away from themselves, because it has us worshiping something outside of ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And it has us going into this building,
outside our home,
paying tithes and listening to this preacher. You are the church, you are the temple, you are the God that dwells within. People say, was it a higher power? You trying to get to the higher power, which is your higher self, because we are on the lowest level right now, on this realm that we're living in this day and time. That's why we got crime and violence, and we got prostitution, and we got sex trafficking and kidnapping and murder, because this is the lowest form of existence. And our children, they're not getting any type of spiritual education. They're not getting healthy foods. They're not being trained how to build houses and do plumbing and electrical work and gardening and farming. All they doing is sitting around playing video games all day.
And they're not learning how to change tires.
Right, nothing. And the parents are not doing anything, because the video games, the TV, the tablets, and the computers is the new babysitters to keep them out they damn face.
Right.
So I want to say this real quick, y'all. If anybody ever want to, I put my link in here because somebody stole my thing to my piece to my mixer, and from the party was outside.
Really?
That piece I had on the thing.
Right.
So
What type
my
of piece
nephew was out there. I don't know who took it.
Right.
But it goes to this. I was using it for that speaker.
Right.
For the phone.
One of them mistakenly took it.
So somebody took my piece. So,
right.
But anyway, y'all are able to link in, and if you do link in, what you do is you link in from that link that I sent y'all, and just if you don't want to be on camera, all you do is click on the camera, and you won't be on camera, but we'll be able to hear you.
Right.
So I'm just telling y'all that in case y'all want to not call in right now. I'll have it next week. I'll have that piece back so I can hook it up to my mixer. But you guys are more than welcome to link in from that link that I sent y'all. And like I said, if you don't want to be on camera, you just take it off of the camera part. Just click that and take it off, but so we can hear what you're saying. But I just wanted to say that. So we already got into majority of some of this, but we also was talking about the parenting. So is it lack of parenting skills and involvement?
Yeah, it is. Because like Tamar just said, parents want the kids out their face, so they put tablets. Right. I mean, it's babies. I seen a 6-month-old be able to operate the phone.
Me too.
And I was like,
that baby
knew how to get on YouTube and find their cartoon.
And on the tablet, but see, now people are allowing the tablets to raise their children. They're not raising them. They're allowing
the tablets to be the babysitters.
Exactly.
And I'm not gonna lie.
Caillou. What's the other one that they got? Caillou, and they got something.
I'm not gonna lie
Piggies,
though.
Punk, something.
Yeah, yep. I'm not gonna lie. If my grandkids at my house and they get their tablets and they get on my nerves, I give them tablets so they can get on up out of here, go on over there, and then they get quiet. But I don't let them have it all day.
Right.
I'm not gonna allow that. You can't have it all day, but if it gets to the point where I've been with you all day, I've been trying to get your brain going and doing this with you, doing that, and then now it's time for me to chill out.
Right.
So I will pass that tablet on up and get it powered up, and they be quiet as hell, and they're on them tablets, and then I go to sleep and all, like they be up still on the, like, and I make them turn it off, like turn that off. But those tablets and iPads are babysitting our children.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed that it's to the point where little babies are crying.
Yes.
For
Right.
the phones.
Yes, they
and
are.
the iPads, they falling out. Then you get back to them, they get quiet. They want the phones, they want the iPads, they want the, and people are just letting the babysit their children.
And they hanging, if they got their parents' phone, they hanging up on the call because the call is disturbing.
Yep. So somebody calling, no wonder I can't get in contact with you because you done gave your child
your phone.
and I keep trying to call for a reason, and then you ain't answering. Then when I finally talk to you, like, oh, Mir had the phone, or blah 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 had the phone. Like, oh my God, because they see they come up and they hit that red dot. Boom, turn that off. They know. They know how to get out of it. Even a little baby, like. So I don't know how the little babies know that. I just don't. It's just crazy to me.
You know how you have your Hodge has a CPR and BLS service classes that she gives.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if this poster, too bad y'all can't see the poster, but if this poster that she got a nice ass poster right here that's advertising her business. Now just think that it was something similar to a parenting class. That right there, where we are giving classes for older adults and young adults and teens, because I was a teen mother, and my formula was, you know, the way my mother and father and grandparents raised me. I took some of that, you know, with common sense, with a little love, you know, a little patience, but we still need directions on really learning and knowing how to raise and rear and nurture children. But it has to start with ourselves. So we need some lessons on parenting.
And how do you? So this is the thing. So do we go to school for this to teach other people?
And that's what the church really was supposed to be for. The church is the spiritual school, which is the spiritual hospital. If you falling on hard times, you having, you know, bad energy with your spouse, you having problems with your children and even your health, that's when the church comes into play. That was the purpose of the church.
Oh, I gotta read these
comments. So by us not having the church actively and spiritually, physically, mentally, and financially involved with us as a collective village or tribe or community or society, we got to figure this shit out on our own. They did have this stuff in the school system, which was home economic, carpentry, welding.
That's what I was
They took all that shit out.
They took it out.
They took it out of the school system.
Yeah.
So
they even had
we have to figure this out on our own. And it starts with yourself. You got to figure out how to be a decent parent to these children, because if not, we're gonna have this vicious cycle of having these, you know, these soulless children running around here.
Oh,
right along with soulless parents.
Right. So that's deep. So let me read a couple of these comments. So Smooth Approach, he said music, video games is altering DNA in our young males.
I can agree
altering
with that.
DNA though?
Yes, like food does, because it's frequency.
Okay.
It's a sound frequency.
And then the food got the red color dye, like the red dye is 44 or something like that.
Yellow.
The yellow dye. The red dye is really for the ADHD kids. They don't need no red dye in their system.
And Crystal said social media got these kids effed up.
Yes.
Yeah. They got
It's-
these kids
it's-
thinking that they're gonna get rich quick.
variables. It's variables of things. Everything that they're naming, everything she sat here and named, everything you say, Ahash, everything. It is variables of things why our children is going through what they're going through. And first, it's the parents. That's the source. That's the foundation.
Right. And I got an example before I had went back to child support when I was working for the county at the point. When I went to children's service, it was a kid, and they were a Caucasian family. And I was like, oh, this mother been around black people, because she was cursing like a black mother would do. Mm-hmm. But the child, my point that I'm trying to make is the child called 241 kids on his mother because she said, my house and this kitchen better be clean by the time I get home from work. We done heard that before. Mm-hmm. She get home from work. It wasn't clean. He had company where she said, don't have nobody in my house. She went upside his head. Mm-hmm. He called 241 kids on him. Wow. So she upstairs trying to mellow out because she don't work. Get knocked on the door, police, and 241 kids is there. And she was like, what the hell? You know.
The 241 kids, CPS.
She got lucky because I was the one. I was the one who came to the door.
Right.
And so I was like, we need to leave.
Right. That was some.
But if it was another,
somebody else,
it was another caseworker. She was like, "Oh, we taking the kid out the house
because it's about money."
Yeah. No, we need to leave.
CPS is about money. All these corporations in America is about money and the demise of black folks. Mm-hmm. It ain't got nothing to do with lifting us up, investing in us on no level.
No.
Zero.
But I mean, this situation, it was a white family, white single mother, son's 10 and taller than her, but she went upside his head, and she was like, ain't no kid. That's why I was like, you could tell she was been around black because she said, ain't no kid in my house gonna tell me what to do. She said, y'all could take them. I was like, oh, okay.
But see, that's the thing that I want to talk about too, is nowadays the children are safer. The children don't understand that they're safer in their parents' home.
Yes, they are.
Getting smacked in their mouth when they doing stuff versus going to an adopted family, because some of these adopted families, they will rent you out to people. They will treat you like shit. Mm-hmm. They will put you, lock you up, put you in the closets, won't feed you, won't do nothing. Like I want to talk about that because there is an epidemic right now of people with adopted children selling their children, the adopted ones, for sex with grown men.
Yes.
Yeah. And they're 15-year-olds, they 14-year-olds, they 13-year-olds. And they like, I'm the adopted parent. She's 13, she's 15 to get money. Mm-hmm. And they like, well, I just need to pay this bill. So she, we gonna make her have sex with you. Because some of these adopted parents don't care about these children.
No, they don't. They only care about that money coming
out. And they know it. And so for these children to feel like it's okay for them to call 241 kids on their parents because their parents are disciplining them, they deserve anything they gonna get then. Right. Because at the end of the day, baby, I already told my children.
And see, that's where the churches come in again.
But the churches ain't there for us.
Wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute.
They ain't.
I'm saying this. Had the churches been for us, that's what the churches was supposed to be for us.
Yeah.
But since that's not the case, they created this systematic, legal child trafficking system.
That's what they got.
To take our children and not give them back. Mm-hmm. And they making money for every child they get, just like for every inmate they get.
Yes.
Right. It's another prison pipeline.
Right. So they're just getting these children for the money. They're not getting the children because they care. And they don't care.
When I was doing children's service, to take the child out the home, it was almost the high 3,500.
See, you hear what I'm saying?
For a head. Wow. So it was mostly to take the kid out. It was like 3,400 something like that, but 35 rounded up.
That's a lot of money.
Okay, for one to take the kid out the home, and that's what people don't understand. It is money.
Yeah, I've been knowing this when the shit first came out.
Yeah, it is money involved.
Now, if we do the history, if we Google when CPS came out. What year? Because I was born in the 60s. Wasn't no goddamn CPS.
No.
You know who the CPS was? Your grandmama.
Right.
Your great grandmama, your granddaddy.
Came to save you
your
from mama
auntie,
and daddy.
The church. That's who CPS was. But it's nothing but legal child trafficking.
But then these churches is all about money.
Exactly.
And trying to be the big mega church.
A lot of the churches ain't about shit.
Let me read
I
this.
said it.
Yes, they ain't. They ain't. Let me read this. Let me read this comment real quick. A lot of people smoke marijuana, especially the youth, and all the chemicals that they are putting into it to make it taste better, smoke better, give you a different high, body high, head high. It's changing their bodies and altering their DNA as well. We didn't have those type of problems when everybody was smoking Reggie.
Yes, that's so true.
Yeah,
that's why. Right. That's why the government took over marijuana, so that they regulated marijuana, so that they can control the business of marijuana.
Oh,
and so that they can create fake marijuana. The marijuana now, that's crack marijuana. You gotta constantly be flicking your light. I'm looking at people that I'm around. I never had to carry no lighter around and sit there and smoke a blunt and got to keep flickering it,
right?
Lighting it up to keep it lit,
right?
And people smoke blunt after blunt after blunt. It's just like smoking crack. I ain't never smoked crack in my life, but I know people that smoke crack.
They keep a lighter with them,
and this is the new crack
and they keep
weed.
having to.
The weed is fake. It's not real,
right?
And it's fucking with our children's brain waves.
But what people better understand is, you just as quick as they tried to make it legal, they really taking it back. Because guess what? These jail cells, it backfired, and they need y'all asses in these jails. So y'all better be smart.
That's right.
All right, so Yvette Banks, what's up, Yvette?
Hi,
it say the money they give to adopted parents is very little. It's not a whole lot. I spent triple of my own money to take care of my child.
Well,
and that's because if it's her
care and adoption, it's a difference.
So when I say how much money, that's the child. Okay. That's for the children's service taking the child out the home. Okay. That's not to give to a foster parent or adopted parent. So when a child, usually back in the days, when a child got adopted, you was able to get some type of assistance.
Yeah, I remember
even though the child is yours.
Right.
Foster parents get paid for the kids to be placed in their home.
Right.
No, it's not a lot of money, but it is a lot of money if you a fucked up foster parent. So Yvette, what she just said, she's a good foster parent. If she talking about herself, she's a good foster parent. Right. So yeah, you are gonna spend out some money.
Right.
But if you're a fucked up foster parent, that money is good because that's money that you didn't have.
Right.
And I don't gotta take care of this motherfucking kid. I put them in a corner somewhere.
And still get the money.
Exactly. And then I take that once a year voucher that I get to give them clothes. I clothe my kids, and then give these kids my hand-me-downs. It's foster parents out there like that, So,
Corey, I see you on here, but I don't know how to read them comments on here until I'm not live. I'm so sorry. So, if you did make a comment, make a comment.
You have to be live to read the TikTok comments.
All it's showing is people on TikTok.
Yo, live is going up through there, but you can't see it.
I can't see the comments. I would have to I don't know how to do the. I don't know how to look at the comments.
Wait a minute, Corey.
I'm just being honest. I don't know how to.
She gonna go on your TikTok and she probably see it.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
Like the comments is coming up, but
they gonna be in there,
right?
Okay.
Hey, boo! I love you, Corey. Yvette said a lot of children come with problems beyond our scope.
Yes.
And as a parent, you have to locate resources yourself and figure it out. CPS resources are not in abundance.
No, it's not.
So this is what I don't understand. When people have other people's children that can't take deadbeat ass parents, they can't take care of their kids.
Right.
And so now you're taking care of these people's kids. why don't the system help out more? The system don't help. It seems like you have all these
because they give them a certain amount of money to a foster parent per child, depending on that child's circumstances. You get more money, and you'll find a lot of foster parents taking in these kids that's bad behavior, need to take medication because they get more money.
Okay.
But if it's like a normal kid,
I'm about to pull this.
you don't get that much money.
Okay, I see her her question right here. Corey.
What's
this
the
rap
question?
about to get pulled off in my head, itching up with this. But yeah, I know all the comments are gonna come up for me, Corey.
I got it right here.
What is it?
Her question. Well, it's a statement. It says
Okay.
it's a system designed to break up homes.
What's up, Gino?
Just like the slave master took the babies. Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. It's a system. You hit it right on the head. Yes, it is, Corey, Lady Dynamic. Yes, it is.
I agree, boo. I agree with that.
Yes, it is.
I will tell you one thing. I had a home that I went to, and I don't care what color you are. You can be a foster parent to all kids. You know, black parents can be foster kids to white kids.
Oh, to the left.
White parents can be foster kids to black kids. However, if you're going to be a foster parent to a kid outside of your race, you need to learn how to care for that child's race. Like learning how to care for their hair and all that. So the point that I'm about to make is I went to a home, and the foster parents, the kids' heads was nappy, dry,
dirty,
not running down their nose.
Wow.
And I was so heated because I'm a black woman seeing these black children in this white home, and they just let them run around like it was normal. And I'm like, you don't see that snot on their nose? It might just run. Let me wipe it. And you could tell when she was wiping it, it was like thick. So it's been there. And it just pissed me off. Yeah. You know, so it was so many variables where I was like, let me go back to child support. Let me go back to what I know.
I heard somebody in child support was misusing the DNA and was making it like it was them some people, somebody got fired because they were switching tests and making it like it was not their child.
When? Just recently?
No, it was years ago.
Oh, that was it was
years ago.
That's when I was working at 800 Broadway in the cashier's office. So it wasn't child support, it was the nursing area that took the DNA test.
Right.
And it was the nurses was switching. They were
they
switching because they were getting paid.
They were getting paid under the table.
So they took that away because it was happening in-house.
They was getting paid under the table.
They took that away and started letting it go out-house of DNA.
That's common. But do y'all see the way that this system, the dynamics of the way that this system is ran? Mm-hmm. It's ran anus hole, asshole backwards.
Right.
It's ran backwards. Because ain't no way in the world somebody should have that much power over a DNA test. That was common sense to send the shit out.
Right.
Why is you doing it in house?
Right.
That's because it's all it's really done intentionally.
Yeah.
This system is ran with ill intent. That's what it's all about.
Shout out to Gino.
Hi,
Thank
Gino.
You.
I went to school with some pits. Sure did. Elementary, junior high, high school.
She said, if you ask, they are not telling you nothing because of all the red tape.
Right. Yeah, but they don't.
I will. I'm going to look at it offline and I'll reply because for whatever reason, it's not working for me. Gino said, I believe if you can be a parent, you should watch how they learn, try to work together to better both you and the child. Yeah, that's what we said too, for sure. For sure. And sometimes the way the children are now, they don't want to work with their parents or listen to their parents if their parents. And I think that people need to really pay attention because it's so much social media stuff, online, websites. Like, why are y'all scared to go into y'all kids' phones and shit that y'all pay for and tablets to check to see what they're doing?
My kids itching they boob.
A lot of people don't do that. They're not going in their kids' phone.
I had GPS on them. I was so mad at my mom because she had snuck and gave my son a phone. And I had the GPS on the phone that I bought. And I was like, okay, he home. And then when it came out that he had another phone, I said, I went in on my mama. I went in.
Bought him another phone?
She bought him a phone because he talked to his grandma. You know, he the first grandchild.
I mean, she
she bought him an iPhone.
You about it.
My God, she didn't.
So
that boy had her wrapped around his finger. Yeah. Why do the caseworkers allow dirty, filthy homes to be okay for children to be in? And I'm talking currently right now.
They do.
I will say that if you're talking about like a foster care, a foster parent, I will say that when the house get investigated, the house is up to par to the standards that they need. It's up to that caseworker to keep on investigating the home, and they don't do that.
No, they don't.
Because they don't have
enough time because they
don't have enough manpower.
Exactly.
But they got all of this money. They have in any corporation in America, they have all of this money, and they don't pay the workers. They don't pay the family members to take care of these children. So that's a deterrent. Because what they say, money make you come.
Right.
Shit.
Right.
And on all levels. So when you're giving them that money, that's an incentive and a motivation to make a motherfucker want to clean up their house, to take care of the children.
Right.
But you have to have the legwork to make sure that stuff is happening and it's being taken care of on a weekly basis, not once every 90 days.
Right, exactly.
Somebody should be checking them homes twice.
And it's a
lot of money. You got the manpower.
It's a lot of kids that fall through the cracks too because it's not enough manpower, and the caseworkers have this big caseload.
Of course.
And even when I was in child support, it's a lot of cases. If you wasn't the type of parent that constantly called, you didn't get your case looked at.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It was the ones that constantly called that got their case looked at the most. And I can honestly tell you it's the truth because my caseload before I left Hamilton County, my caseload, I had the juvenile caseload where the kids go to jail. And I also had a little bit of the caseload of regular cases. Well, the juvenile caseload was like 3,000. My regular cases was 1,800. Yeah, for one person. So add that together. You know what I'm saying?
5,000.
Exactly. So then it's caseworkers that just have just the regular, cases.
You should be making $5,000 a month.
Come on now. So of course I'm not going to be able to touch every case. So I'm going to constantly be touching the cases that's constantly calling me, getting on my nerves.
I mean, not a month, a week. Shit. Every 2 weeks.
But I mean, it's a lot of things. It's bad parts on the caseworkers and it's the agency rather, and it's bad parts on the homes that the children's getting put in. Yes. It is what it is. Everything is falling through the cracks.
Double-edged sword.
Yeah. And they're happy to get someone that's willing to take kids in their home. They're happy. So they're not really, they take them through the courses of making sure that they're not financially, but it's plenty of people. If you criminal mind, you can hook your stuff up to make it seem like you don't have no bad credit or nothing like that.
If you know that the caseworker coming, you can fix all that shit. You can clean the house up, clean the children up.
And that's what they do.
So it's sad, but it's a lot going on in this city. It's a lot going on around the cities with all this crime. That baby got shot and killed in North College Hill. The young man, he got shot and killed. The 3 family members. What did Corey say?
She was just it's up there. She was just saying that she goes and she's the mom that goes in the room, the phone. You ain't
got no business.
You don't got no business. That's you don't even got no business shutting your door in my house.
Right. That's how I be.
That's right.
Open these doors.
That's how I be.
Mom, I want some Almost a privacy. You don't got no privacy. You get privacy when you get your own
stage
shit.
slamming and shutting the door, and I keep telling them like, quit shutting my doors. You know what I'm saying? But I let them. They don't be doing
have
too
a little
much,
privacy.
but they do be having it open too.
Right.
You know, so I do let them shut the door because they be irritating the shit out of me on them games and shit.
Right,
so
screaming and stuff.
Yeah, but they can't lock them.
Right.
Can't lock
my daughter just got on my granddaughter.
You can never lock my door. Do not ever think you can lock my door.
This is my house.
You can't lock my door. You're a child. You don't get no bills in here. Don't lock my doors. And I make sure I tell my boys, y'all can't lock my doors.
Right.
You know, I be on their ass. So I pop it up in there. You get what I'm saying? You not locking my doors. You can't lock my doors. Now, if y'all gonna shut the door, but you cannot lock my door.
Because I need to be able to come up in
to lock my doors. You get what I'm saying? Like
right.
But children are hooked on these games so bad that they're killing their parents.
Yeah.
They're like killing their brothers. They're killing their sisters. It's bad.
Yeah.
Over a game because somebody or a phone.
Mm-hmm.
The mama took the phone. Like I know somebody that's close to my family. I'm not gonna say no names.
Right.
But this is my family. I grew up with them. Their child committed suicide because the mama took the phone.
Jesus.
He committed suicide because his mother took his phone.
That's bad.
So it's bad. It's so sad to me. It's like, what do we do?
What
can we do?
The solution is here's my opinion
solution, right?
Of the solution. First off, we need to have a curfew because the kids are out of school now. Mm-hmm. And I think we still need to have a curfew when they get back in school because there's some kids that be outside that they ain't need to be outside when they need to be in the bed because they got school the next day. So it needs to be a curfew all the way around at certain ages. That's first off. That's for the city safety. Okay. Inside the home, parents need to get more involved in their children and stop allowing video games, iPads, phones be the kids' entertainment. Yeah. It needs to be parents getting back to we all get at the table and eat dinner.
That's right.
How your day going? How your day going? Mm-hmm. What can we improve? It needs to go back to that. Mm-hmm. And, you know, it was days, I mean, I'm guilty because it was some days that the kids ate in their room. I ate in my room, you know. But majority of my kids, when they were growing up, before they became grown, we were at that table talking. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. You know, how did teacher treat you? You know, how was your day? Did anybody try to bully you? I mean, it was conversation like that. Do I need to roll up to the school? You know, do we need to have a conversation? Parents need to get back to that. And the biggest things parents need to stop doing today. Stop being these damn kids' friends. Stop.
My kids is not my friends.
And stop this gentle parenting shit. My God. Stop this gentle. If you don't want to whoop ass, put them in a corner, make them hold canned goods, make them do squats. You don't got to whoop ass.
Make them read a book, make them do a report.
Make them write 100 times what they done wrong.
It got to be something. It has to be something significant.
Right. For them to learn.
Make them go on YouTube and learn how to build a stool. A step stool.
Learn how to do an essay.
Yes, go on there and learn how to make some jewelry. Make a scarf. Learn how to crochet. This is your punishment because you don't do shit else with your hands but push them buttons. But guess what? In the next 90 days, you're gonna have to learn how to build a little stool, crochet a hat, sew a pair of pants, bake a cake. You're gonna learn how to do something.
How about this? Let's sit down and learn how to cursive.
You ain't lying.
And then learn how to read it.
You ain't lying.
Because these kids can't cursive or read it.
I know.
But you know, do they even still
they don't do it in school. No.
Well, they said they was getting ready to start it back.
They do.
It back.
They
so
do.
They said they was write your signature. They're not teaching these children that.
Because that was some of the dumbest shit that they, like I said, this system is with bad intent.
Right.
It's nothing intentional in a positive way when it comes to living under this system. The reason why we have a traumatized society because we have a traumatized system.
Right.
The system is traumatized.
Right.
So you're living under a traumatized system that's dictating your life in a traumatizing way. So the parents is traumatized, the churches is traumatized, the politicians, the police, the damn judges, the teachers, everybody is fucking traumatized. So we living in traumatized times. Not to mention, we got trauma in our DNA from our parents and grandparents and great grandparents. So this is a
passing down.
This is a traumatic time that we are living in, and as we see, it has gotten worse, especially with the children. And when I say the children, I'm going to always go back to the source, which is the parents.
Right.
Which is the parents.
Yeah, because I just feel like I'm not going to allow children to think they can stay up all night on the game and do this and do that. I'm just not going to allow that. I don't give a hell who they think they are. I'm not going to allow you to be on a game all through the night. That game is coming off. But you know,
you burn up electricity.
Us as
fucking their brain up.
Yeah, and then my bill be high as hell.
Yes.
Y'all right. You know what I'm saying? So I control that shit. But at my house, I cut that shit off. I got a certain time that I pause that shit, even if they in the middle of it, pause. But they come and ask me, can you turn it back on? If they did their chores, if they did certain stuff, then I'll turn it back on, but it ain't gonna be late at night. They're not allowed to do that.
Right.
I'm not gonna even begin to talk about the household that I live in, because I know my daughter, and she might be listening or whatever, but it ain't nothing the way that I was raised. And me staying there when I'm here in Cincinnati, I don't want my grandchildren thinking I'm nitpicking.
Right.
But it takes all of us collectively. Like, I would go to her and say, well, he be on that game all night. I'm trying to rest. I got to get up and do what I got to do. And this little niglet, he's on the damn game all night.
Right.
You know, so.
And they be cussing on them games and going
absolutely.
in.
So I'm trying to, like, want to, like you said, that gentle parenting shit, that's out the door.
Right.
Dude, stop all that goddamn cussing.
I'm not a gentle
and turn that damn game off.
Right.
Damn. Get quiet. I can still hear it.
Right.
But see, you still on it, but you turned it down.
Right.
But you so addicted to it. I mean, I could really be hardcore
and
come in there come in there and punch your ass.
Right.
And
punch you and snatch you.
Right. But I say I'm gonna do it a little bit at a time, because I want him to see, like, y'all. We gotta realize this is a whole different generation of children with a whole different mentality.
Right.
Because I don't want you committing suicide on my watch, because I'm gonna punch you in your face and snatch the shit out the wall.
Right.
So we gonna do it a little bit at a time. But guess what, Mama? I need your support, daughter. We gotta tag team this ass. Right. I say, because if we ain't working together, he gonna work against us.
Right.
So I can't be in there trying to discipline him and tell him something, and you
turn
would
around
allow him to do something different. Right. So do I shut the fuck up and don't say nothing, or do I, go full throttle on that ass, or do I just take steps? So I'm taking steps.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because like she said, these children is killing themselves and killing people because of the what's being triggered in the brainwave.
Exactly.
It's some real mental shit
really
that's happening in their brains that's making them act like this.
And that it's another game called Roblox. They said it was
Roblox.
Oh,
yeah.
They said that it was
baby talk about that game, right? One day I was at home. She was listening to it. Right.
He said, no, I'm not done.
The shit that they said on Roblox, I told my grandbaby, turn that off.
Right. They said
she
that it was
didn't have a clue
what was going on.
They were talking about sex and sexual
How old is she?
My grandbaby, she 8. She might be 8.
Wow.
But this is her pedophiles. Yeah, but it was pedophiles that's on there.
Where she has to be careful, because they will find where you live at. And the kids live at. And the kids got to be careful being on the Roblox, but that's all the kids talk about, Roblox. That's all you hear from the kids. But that is not good for kids.
No, it's not.
They talked about sex.
They talked about raping. They talked about kidnapping. I was listening to it, and I told my grandbaby, I said, turn that off. You can't watch that around me. I said, you don't have a clue what they just said. And she was like, what, Nanny? It's funny. I said, no, that's not funny. I said, you don't know what they're saying. You don't have a clue what they just said.
Exactly.
She didn't have a clue what they just had said. And she just thought it was so funny, not knowing that they're grooming.
Yep.
It's grooming her. That damn shit is grooming.
For her to be able to tell where she lived at, so they could pop up.
That's crazy.
So it's very bad.
Man, we need.
Yeah, it's not for kids. It's not. I heard it. I was like, what the hell? We need
some teen summits, some parent summits, like conferences. These are some of the remedies that we can bring to the table as a collective. It ain't about saving. It's about paving, because you can't save nobody.
Right.
But you can pave the way and you can plant the seed. And it's up to the parent to water the seed, which is the child. You know, but the parent gotta be on their square and be on their shit. Because if your shit ain't right, you can't get the child right. So get yourself together individually. And then you work with like-minded people in your family or in your tribe or in your community to, you know, to set up something that's going to stimulate the brains and minds of the parents and the children, and kind of alter this sickness and this energy that's in the atmosphere. Because this shit is, we've had like 9 killings within 48 hours in Cincinnati.
We have.
And it's getting bad in the city.
Yes, it is.
It is really, really, and not just this city, in Chicago. They said over the Juneteenth holiday, they had 100 shootings.
Right.
That's a lot. Yes. Yeah. So you
all over.
You thinking about?
It was a girl that they said that she
Columbus,
went down there.
Dayton.
She went down in Florida, and they said they found her hanging in a tree, and they said she did it on
herself.
That. And I'm like,
she didn't do that.
Who gonna get in a tree and hang themselves? Come on now.
So
she went down to Florida for a Juneteenth situation, and it was the 18th before Juneteenth even came. They found her in the tree.
Well, this was a good conversation.
Yeah.
We need to do part 2 on this, because we have to come up with some solutions for some of this and make steps, since we're talking about it, to help out with it.
Yeah.
Right? So we have to. I mean, I feel like I don't just want to talk about it. I want to do something
about it. Yeah.
About it. I want to figure out a way to help the children or something, because we need it. It's kind of bad.
Well, I mean, we to be honest with you, I think people need to go down to the city hall, because they need to bring back recreation centers for these kids. Stop taking them away. You taking away these pools.
They taking away.
You're taking away too much stuff, and then you expect these kids to not do nothing. You know, you taking away stuff.
They bored.
Yeah, they bored. So they getting into shit.
If you think about it, they don't do a lot of things across the country, or even in these inner cities for the children. There's a lot of stuff that's directed for the adults. Now they do have small things that be going on for children, but the community is not connected and is not networking to actually know what is going on in the cities for the children. So we need a networking system, so that we can share what events and stuff that is going on this summer for the children. And to
do that too.
Want to depend on the system, fuck the system.
Right.
Because the system been fucking us for I don't know how long.
Right.
So we got to take matters into our own hands and do what we got to do for our youth. Really I'm going to always go back to the source. These fucking parents.
Right.
That's where it got to start at. So
and,
they gotta,
and you know,
they
doing stuff, parents want to drop these kids off. No, you need to be involved too.
Yeah, that's right. Like
come on now.
Like they had that shooting up in Woodlawn last year, Juneteenth. They said them children was off the chain, fighting, shooting. I don't think they were shooting.
So they didn't do it this year because they was so off the chain.
Yeah, they was like, we ain't ready to feed them to that stuff.
Yeah, they canceled it.
But see, y'all ain't got nothing for the children to do. They should be playing soccer,
Right.
football, baseball, wiffle ball, hopscotch, tetherball,
Double dutch.
Yeah, double dutch, relay racing.
Hey,
I'm
gonna tell you,
to do. They
my
want
boys
to smoke and drink.
Yeah,
and
my
fuck
boys
with
get
people.
busy, girl.
That's what
They go football. They track. They do all of that,
Right.
and they make sure that they do their chores. Of course,
Right.
you got to tell them like you forgot to do this or forgot
Right.
to do that because kids be so focused on getting on the game, doing all that on their phone.
Mhm.
Yeah, they be.
But y'all
go
keep
on
them
one
busy
internet
because an
or-
idle mind
Yeah.
is
My
a
husband
fucked up
keep his
mind.
boys busy. I can't say
Yeah.
that. My husband make sure he drop their butts off. They be going swimming. They be kicking it with their boys, you know.
Yeah.
But they go to the library. They actually do a lot, and then they athletes.
Yeah.
So they're busy. They up in the
Right.
morning every morning. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And going to do what they need to do. So that's what we have to figure out instead of them sitting around because they can't sit around my house through the summer playing a game all
Right.
And smoking
It
weed.
has to be something for
Because
them
a lot
to
of
do.
these parents let their
Because
children sit
after they
around and
finish
smoke
with the
weed.
sport stuff, we have to figure out something. My husband has to figure out something for them to do. Because them sitting around playing a game all day, I'm not gonna allow it. I cannot. I'm not.
Do they still have camp? Do they still have camp? Summer
I think
camp?
they do probably in the white neighborhoods, but I don't think they.
Because I don't even hear them talking. I mean, when the kids is grown in my house,
camera guard,
but
camp.
you still hear about it.
I thought I had something that they had going on. I'm gonna have to look.
I know the one
Yeah.
sister in Zinga.
It is
Bird,
something free going on.
She
though,
had
for the
an
children.
entrepreneur camp for her children for like the last 4 or 5 weeks.
Okay.
It is not nothing big for a whole bunch of children,
Right.
but I think it'll be bigger if she had investors. But she came up with a brilliant idea.
Okay.
For this summer, and I think they did it for maybe anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks. And that really needs to be talked about. Like I said, she went on her own and created this camp, and that's the type of stuff we need.
I love it.
Right.
But we so busy wanting to
Shout out to
party.
her for that.
Yeah, in Zingaberg, we be
In
so busy
Zinga.
wanting to down party.
Yeah, I
Right.
know that
adults.
Zinga. Yeah, she do the
black.
the-
It's a children's.
she does the
entrepreneur,
modeling.
the Afro
the
swag.
Afro swags and stuff. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Oh, can I say one thing before
yes,
we get
yes,
off?
yes.
Keishan wanted me to mention the vegan goddess Keishan. She sent me a picture of some of her food. I was supposed to send it to you so we could show it, but I'm gonna just post it on my page, and I'm gonna do a live for her maybe this weekend
Okay.
to help her promote her food, her vegan food.
And you need to come back on here, Keishan.
Keishan, you hear that? And I ain't seen you on here, so you ain't on here. But
you ain't on
just
here,
listen.
but you need to come back on here. Just holler at her. But yeah, you need to come back on here. Because I already told you can come back about with the food, but I do need you to bring something. You don't know. But anyway, you heard what I said. All right. So anyway, this was very great conversation.
Yes, it was.
Please subscribe to Day to Day Podcast, y'all. It's on YouTube. DA number 2 DA Podcast. Subscribe. It's free 99. It's free 99. If y'all got opinions, y'all got something to talk about, just let me know and we can discuss it. You can link in anytime. You're going to be able to call in next week sometime. Right now, somebody stole my shit. So you can't call in right now, but you can link in. Okay? And just put your comments in. But shout out to Me and Motivational Mondays, of course. That's my favorite podcast as well. Women Wednesdays. And shout out to Chris. We love you, Chris. Shout out to Kim. Shout out to Busy One. And otherwise than that, we out of here, y'all.
All right.
We will see y'all next Wednesday. But we might not because we might be at the Washington Park.
Sound good.
July
Sound
1st.
good.
So we might not be back next Wednesday. We might be at
You might be at the park.
reggae.
We
at
give y'all a few
Washington
of the
Park.
music.
But we'll let y'all know. But yeah, we out of here.